Yes. This and each and every episode of the Hook It podcast is once again supported by 35bikes.com. 35 Bikes are dedicated to providing you and people like Rich Payne with the best brake pads, brake rotors and mudguards on the market, tried and tested by none other than Rich Payne, who loves to be on the brakes. Right, Rich?
No. No. No, but this episode is also sponsored by Remap Clothing this time. Yeah, Remap Clothing has got a new range out. Check it out, remapclothing.com, or on the Instagram at Remap Clothing, as I'm sure you guys are watching right now down there. And go have a look at all our latest range.
I don't know, I just woke up from a little nap. It's a little dark, but you guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
Okay. I've been waiting for this moment for months, and it's finally here.
EWSORBUST.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of EWSORBUST with me, Rich Payne. Enjoy!
This is special.
Boom! And we are back with another episode of the Hook It podcast / EWS or Bust with our mate, Rich Payne.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on, buddy? How are you?
I am good, thanks, man. Yeah, not too shabby at all. Just got in from getting some gym gains on.
Wow.
Sun's shining as I look out my window.
It is
So we're all,
beautiful.
All's well. All's well in the world of Payner.
Couple of nice weeks over here in the UK as well, mate. I'll be honest with you, it's been pretty nice.
Yeah?
Yep, the 11 months of bad weather has finally come in good.
Yeah, it's good to see. It's good. I mean, we'll get to the weather, but yeah, obviously we had some mixed weather whilst away. But yeah, I tell you what, it's well nice to come back and just be out riding and chilling in a shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah, it is.
In fact, it's beta weather.
It's beta weather, and you can get those on remapclothing.com, right?
Oh, mate, you're on commission, aren't you?
Sneaky.
You on commission. Like it.
Dude, I rode a bike yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, it's crazy,
nice.
Right? Like, we don't need to get too deep into this, but while we're on the subjects, I brought it up.
To the pub?
Yeah. Yeah, I wish it was. It was, yeah, it's Operation Reconnect, I'm calling it. So I owe a lot of the inspiration to Ollie Forster, who runs Sender magazine. So I went to Ollie's house a couple of weeks, last week I think, for a coffee, and we were chatting about how he's sort of like become a little bit disconnected with like mountain biking because like he sees it. It's like me, like you see it every day and you talk about it every day, which is great, but there's like a fine balance between, especially I think when you're running a business in it, like it's stressful and it's not been the easiest 4 years of running a company.
Yeah.
So I feel that I became like super disconnected with the whole thing, like not riding,
I know what
not
you mean.
actually
Like,
remembering why you do it.
Yeah. I think it's to say I got some and had friends who've like worked in bike shops and stuff. And when you're just like working on bikes and you're around bikes all day, like sometimes the last thing you want to do is like go ride a bike after work, which is actually like what a lot of people, or at the weekend, which is what a lot of people obviously look forward to.
Definitely. I think if you ask anyone who does any trade or any sort of, or any job, I think if you said to someone like, you're a hairdresser, would you want to finish work and then come home and cut some hair?
Yeah, exactly.
I know it's not like riding a bike all day, but I think when you're talking about it and you constantly, it's always on my mind, like whether it's the podcast or whatever. So I think especially the last sort of few years, just became like super disconnected with the whole thing. So I'm on Operation Reconnect, which is cool. Went out riding yesterday with a couple of customers and Dan, who owns Bertha. And it was nice, man. Nice to get back out. It was nice weather.
Nice.
And yeah, trying to, I'll be totally honest, just trying to like reconnect with it, which is weird. I think a lot of people from the outside looking in probably think, oh, you've got a bike distribution company. You'll ride all the time, and it's, for most people in this industry, you couldn't be further from the truth. Like, a lot of it is, it's just work. Like, I know that's really sad but true, like Metallica say, you know. But yeah, it's cool, man. Operation Reconnect, really enjoyed it. I went to Cannock yesterday, which is like, it's in Birmingham.
Okay, yeah, I've been to Cannock a couple of times.
Have you?
Cannock Chase, yeah?
Yeah, Cannock Chase, yeah. It's pretty steady, like the downs are pretty short. And
there's nothing too wide. Is it Style Cop is the name of the downhill sort of area?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool just to, what's it called? Sort of get my riding legs back into gear. Like, honestly, it's been a long time since I've cocked a leg over a bike. And
what are you riding?
I had a Kotick yesterday. Yeah, I jumped on James's Swinney. He races for Kotick. He's just around the corner from me, so I jumped on James's Kotick. So thanks to Kotick for that. But yeah, gonna grab a new bike soon and get back on it, so to speak.
Nice, man. Well, I should have to come out when next time I'm over. We'll have to go for a shred.
Yes, we will. Don't we have to have a race this year?
Do we have what? Me and you?
Someone called us on Instagram. Someone called it out that we need to at least race some sort of like little downhill stage or something.
Mates race.
See how far off I am off you.
Oh, I'm well keen for that.
Yeah, that'd be cool, eh?
We got to make that happen, man. That'd be well good.
Definitely. We'll link it up. I was speaking to a customer over in Jersey today who was like, if you ever want to come over, like, show us around and stuff. And yeah.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah. I spoke to Tom today from ATS, something like that.
I'm going to leave that in your super knowledgeable distributor hands.
Okay. But yeah.
80 cycles, yeah.
That's right. So, we need to make that happen. This year, me and you, we're going to throw down.
Oh, mate, it's on. I'm going to kill you. You're going to set down. You'll be like that. You'll be in Australia.
It'd be cool, actually. If you come over this way, we could do like a meet-up ride or something with some of the podcast.
Yeah, I've seen that. If anyone's... I've seen that, actually. Yeah, we should do that. That would be good to get a little Hook It podcast ride-a-thon going.
Ride-a-thon. I like that.
I'll let you have that one.
Ride-a-thon. Very good. All right, so I guess we should talk about EWS or bust.
Let's get down to business.
Let's get down to the nit and gritty. So it was in Montagnes du Caroux.
It was indeed south of France, and I think the name of the actual town that we were in was Olargues.
Yes.
I apologise to anyone who does speak French or knows that place properly if that's not how you say it, but I was told on good authority that is what it's called, Olargues.
I wouldn't have pronounced it Montagnes du Caroux had I not watched the Pink Bike highlight video about half an hour ago.
Those guys are useful for some knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you get it wrong, then like all of Pink Bike's got it wrong, and then you feel better.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
No, that's where it was. Really nice place. Down, straight down, southwestish France, Montpellier way.
Okay, nice.
And it was actually really close to where we did an EWS last year, a place called Millau, if you're English.
Or Meow if you're a cat.
Yeah. It's got a massive big bridge. So, you drove past that place to this place. So it's sort of the same mountainy hill range, if you like.
Got you. So just to rewind quickly, in between the last round and this round, what's been going on?
Same old shit. Working.
Just building walls.
Bill's got to get paid, don't they? Yeah, building walls, riding bikes. Let's think. What happens? Like, I don't want to... Like, I've just been cracking on. Like, really? Life, I suppose. I'm trying to think of anything, like, super memorable.
No racing.
I don't think anything really happened.
No.
I haven't been away or nothing.
No, I don't think so. It was before, wasn't it? You came to the UK, you did that race.
Yeah, I did that one.
I think, and then... Yeah. So in between, just gym work and stuff?
Yeah, just the normal sort of getting on with life, really. Yeah. Oh, no, I did do something. I went and did a marathon for a crack.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Wow. Did you do a half or a full?
Yeah, I'm selling that slightly wrong. I did a half. So we're digressing from EWSORBUST. But basically, my brother is a runner bean. That's his thing. He likes to run. Okay. And he was like, I bet you're super fit. You do all these races all over the place. I bet you can't run a marathon. I was like, mate, all you do is just run. That's like, it's just a marathon. You just crack on. So I was like, whatever, easy. I'll do it. So yeah, he called me out on that, and he goes, right, well, let's do one. I was like, fine, whatever. You're like just my little brother. I can smash you, no problem.
Right.
Turns out a marathon's pretty tough.
Yeah, no shit.
And we ended up doing the Madrid one.
Oh, so you didn't even do it local. You actually took a trip out.
Yeah.
Wow.
We flew to Madrid and did it.
So was your plan to always do the half, or was it to do the full?
Oh no, it was my plan to do the full.
Was it?
Yeah, definitely.
You hero.
Yeah, no, okay. So he's got his missus is from Madrid, and he wanted to do Madrid one. Anyway, so we flew out to Madrid to do it. Stayed out there, and I was like, oh no. It kind of did dawn on me then that actually a marathon's pretty far. Bear in mind, I had never run. The half marathon is more than all the running I've ever done combined. Like, it's stupid, right? I don't know why you'd run when you could ride a bike somewhere way quicker.
It's true.
So we did it. Then it dawned on me that obviously I had EWS like a week and a half later, and I was like, oh, man, I don't want to kill myself here. I could ruin my knees or something. And everyone was like, oh, you're such a dick. You haven't done any training. I was like, you don't need to train. You're just running. It's easy.
Wow.
Yeah. So obviously then we cracked on, and I got to the halfway point on the marathon, and my brother, he kindly, like, it was really cool running with me. He stayed with me for the first half. And then, yeah, my knees and my ankles started to go by halfway.
Yeah, it's a long run, man.
Yeah, I know. To be honest, yeah, it is pretty far. I didn't really realise how far that was.
Dude, running a marathon is gnarly. Like, I think.
Have you done one?
Funny story, actually. No, I haven't. But
okay.
So the reason it's a funny story is two reasons. Number one is I always, on my birthday, every year, I try to do something epic or hard or out of the ordinary. So I've always done, like, I don't know, 100-mile bike ride, or I don't know, a long swim or anything. So this year I turned 31, and I thought, I woke up in the morning and I was like, I'm going to run a marathon today. And I strapped my Camelback on, got some jelly babies out of the cupboard.
You're in for the long haul.
Yeah. I do a little bit of running, but I've never even considered, like, doing a marathon. You know what I mean? Like, a long run for me is probably, I don't know, 15, 16 mile maybe. So I just set off.
Miles.
Yeah, I set off from my house. And just thought, like, I had a route in my head, which I'd looked at actually previously, which was 27 mile back to my house.
Yeah.
So I just set off. It was 2 laps around a place called Rother Valley near me, right? It's like I don't know, water sports place or something. But I only did 1 lap round there because I thought I'm getting tired. And that was at about, I don't know, halfway, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm getting tired. I still need to run all the way home. It's pretty much a straight line away from my house. There's not like, you don't like come back past here or anything like that. I'm like, I'm getting tired. I'm going to just go back. And then if I can, I'll do another. It worked out at 4 mile. If I got back, I'd do another 4 mile. Then that'd be the marathon. But I was jacked, dude. I got back, and honestly, my shins, my heel, like hips, everything.
It's not good for you, is it?
No, but like my running shoes were fucked. Like my running shoes were knackered, man. You know, I didn't prepare it at all. But yeah, so that's half of the reason why it's funny. The other half is me and my friends have got this thing that we do. So when we all turned 30, we set up this thing called 30 for 31. So it's 30 things to do before you turn 31, which we've surpassed, but we're still trying to tick them all off. So there's been like, I don't know, go to bingo, get matching tattoos, all this sort of stuff. And one of those things is to run a marathon. So at some point this year, I'm going to try and run a marathon.
Yeah, I think it's definitely doable, but I had to take the sensible option and be like, you got to race.
Yes.
Don't bloomin'
chill. It's hard. Running's hard, dude.
Yeah.
You're meant to take 6 months off if you do a marathon, you know?
Really?
To let your body recover, yeah. But I actually, okay, hang on. We got a live question coming in. It's blurry, that, dude. You're going to have to...
okay.
Just text me.
I should have... Yeah, don't worry. Carry on. Sorry.
How unprofessional of you.
Well, I thought that might have worked. I didn't think you'd stop talking. I thought, like, you just read it, write it down, and keep talking.
You think I'm Trevor McDonald? Like, keep talking while I'm reading the auto
Yeah.
cue.
Oh, man, I'm dealing with amateurs.
But yeah, it's hard, man. But I'll be honest, I do enjoy running sometimes. It's kind of nice from here, from my house. It's I've got some trail shoes, and I just like, I could never run on the road ever. Like, I can't run on the road. It's boring as hell. But I like to go running in the hills and stuff. Hill climbs are gnarly.
Well, I was just going to run it in like a set of skate shoes and stuff as well, and everyone was like,
beat. Yeah,
no, you wouldn't. They're just shoes. Anyway, everyone was giving me grief about not having legit shoes. So I bloody went to Sports Direct, didn't I? Found some shoes that said running on them. I was like, well, you can't like mess with the credentials of these shoes because they say running on them. So whatever, everyone.
My God. Anyway, half a mile marathon.
Anyway.
Decent effort with no running, no training, mate, to be fair.
Yeah. Thank you,
Decent
bud.
effort.
So yeah, that's what I've been up to in between.
So hard training, really.
I suppose so.
We didn't mean to, but you managed to step the game up a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So, tell me about this race then, dude. How did you get to France? Did you take the Love Bus or?
Yes, we did. Bertha was in full effect.
Okay.
It was good. So I was doing a bit of like just some more prep work on Bertha, like getting her ready for going down and stuff. But she was it's good. So we took the camper down, myself and a friend of mine, Toby, over here. It was his first EWS. So we trucked on down Monday night and the rest on Tuesday. Got there like late Tuesday and then just got set up and chilled and all that kind of normal things. But it was a good 11 hour drive.
Really?
I'm not too good on the old long drives. They tire me out pretty bad. Like just to concentrate, I can't do it for that long.
No, it's a tough one, isn't it? Driving. Obviously, that's my forte. It's what I do for a living, but it's.
I don't know how you guys do it.
There's a few little tricks of the trade.
Red Bull.
Coffee, mate. Coffee. Just tons
and
tons
of
coffee. Yeah, really. You need to get in. You need to do what I did and just bully yourself into liking it because it makes your life way easier.
Okay.
Or just visit 5 bike shops a day and all of them give you a coffee. It's that.
Okay. Trick of the trade, right? I'll remember that one.
Yeah, little tricks of the trade, window down, all that sort of stuff. It's the company I had before Hookit, where we used to be based in Poland, was pretty gnarly. So we'd drive from England to Poland, which is like 20, pretty much a day, just non-stop driving. It's pretty wild.
You know, do you sleep?
No, we used to just do it in one stint, just get there. Yeah,
no thanks.
Gnarly, man. Yeah, down to Dover, all the way through France, Germany, everything. Into Poland, wild. And then up to the top of Poland as well. Anyway, that was another life.
Yeah, so, but it was all right. I like going down in Bertha because it's like a little, it's home from home. Yeah. And I can take loads of stuff. So I had like both bikes with me, loads of kit and spares, and you got a good bed to sleep in, and just it's nice. So it's not like when you fly and you're like going for a stripped back setup on what you can take sort of thing. Yeah. This you can literally just launch everything in, so it's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But like you say, a bit more home from home, bit of a road trip.
Yeah,
as
exactly.
well, which is nice. No jet lag.
Yeah, but even like a pre-packing load of food in there and stuff like that, because obviously she's geared out. So she's got the oven and all sorts. So you can take all food, you can prep up proper food, and well, I can't prep up proper food because I can't cook. But the missus made some food frozen, and I took it down and heated it up. But
she's been missing from some of these races so far, man.
I know, mate. Well, the problem is, I'm going to digress again slightly, but our dog, Mr. Murph, is super old. Yeah, he's a 16-year-old Labrador.
Wow.
Yeah, he's shot, man. His back end's like
really
can't feel his back legs, and he can't be left with anyone. He can't be left on his own. So yeah, she's been at home with the dog.
Dog sitting.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's tough.
Yeah, what can you do, man? That's a tough situation, right?
Yeah.
Is he not showing any signs of slowing down, or?
What, the dog?
Yeah. No, you missed this.
No, well, I mean, it's a terrible expression, but he's on his last legs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Doing the right thing. Try and give him a good quality of life right to the end.
Oh, definitely. That bloody hound is spoiled.
Really?
Yeah. Whilst I'm away, I get pictures of the damn dogs on the bed on my side, just curled up for the night.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that with our dog, mate. Yeah, he's way too pampered.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. We're big animal lovers, so like, if you can treat an animal really well and give it the best life it can have and deserve, then that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's cool.
Obviously she would have. Sorry.
I agree with you. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's, they can't talk, can they, or nothing? They can't say like, I don't know, let's have a cuddle or something. So you just got to have a little cuddle with them now and again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
But
little soft side to you tonight, dude.
The dog definitely. The dog is like my kryptonite.
Oh.
Or animals, I suppose. Animals actually, but
That's cool,
yeah.
man.
So I mean, obviously, she'd have loved to come to Chile and France, and hopefully in the next one we'll see how it is. But yeah, so that's why she's not been present yet. She will be. She'll make some guest appearances.
Yeah, hopefully. We're going to get her on the podcast as well at the end of the year.
Oh, man.
We got you, man.
Funny, actually.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
That would be really... Actually, we should do that.
100%. No, we are doing it. 100%. 100%.
We'll get her on one.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like, maybe the last one, like, the final.
We shouldn't actually talk about this because she'll listen to this and be like, no, I'm not carrying on.
She definitely is, dude. We could actually... We can get some plans together, but we could come out... Could do the ride in Jersey and then record a live podcast, couldn't we? Just sit and have a bottle of wine or something and a chat.
That's actually a really good idea.
I'm full of them, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah.
There you
Good
go.
work.
All right, let's do that. Awesome. The finale will be recorded live in Jersey with a ride
like
for
that.
all of our Jersey listeners.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Okay.
Right.
Anyway,
So
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
No, well, I've forgotten where we were again.
I don't know what the budget's like.
We're like half an hour in. I've got no idea where we're at.
It's the best way. It's the best way. Montagne du Caroux is a new venue.
Mm-hmm. No, it's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Stunning little place. And I was looking forward to racing there actually this year because I knew it was near a venue from last year. Yeah. And I did good there last year. And I like those kind of trails like that. It's like typically French, if you like. So like long liaisons, technical stages, still a good length stages on average. Rocky, like a bit rooty, but just really good, fun, cool trails. So yeah, I was looking forward to it. I was keen on the way down, that's for sure.
Good. Pretty pumped.
Yeah, I was.
Like after Chile, I can't quite remember where we were at with Chile. You did all right in Chile, didn't you? Like we were on a positive, like just to get the first one out of the way.
Yeah, definitely. Because do you remember I had to make a load of money moves over the weekend because I was starting.
That's right, of course.
The
horse and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
So I was starting like I suppose Tobe was for this race. I was starting near the beginning, so I passed on that weekend. I passed about 40 odd people. I worked my way up to 89.
That's
so
right.
I was pleased with that.
Awesome, 89.
Yeah,
beautiful.
And then obviously, but I don't know how they've done it. Those guys at the EWS, I don't know how their seeding system works. So my number for Chile was 294.
Yeah.
I jumped up to number 65 for this one.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. So
what the hell?
I don't know how they seed their stuff.
But you'll take it.
Yeah, it was a cool number.
The thing on Instagram was hilarious. Higher or lower was like...
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That's
a hell of a number. You were the big dogs there, aren't you? Like, crikey. So it was cool. The good thing was I didn't really feel no pressure from that because I was like, I have no idea why they've given me this number. Like, I'm actually like pretty excited to run with the fast guys. You know, I ain't slow or nothing, but you start getting towards the sharp end of things there.
Yeah. Do you find that it'll probably push you along a little bit more?
Exactly.
You're definitely not going to get caught, but you're definitely not going to catch anyone. It's like it's just open.
No, I used it as like, I don't want to get caught. Yeah. That's like to not get caught would be wicked. So in my head, I was like, don't get stressed about being caught. Like, use it as a positive thing about like motivation to crack on and not get caught. Like, and just keep it smiling. Like, don't be like, shit, there's someone super fast behind me. I don't want to get caught by them. Be like, I'm not going to let this dude catch me. Like, I'm going to pin it on.
Yeah.
And I tried to like have it in my head like that.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Good effort.
It kind of worked.
Good effort. Yeah, well, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, okay, so you got out there, you got a couple of days to spare just to chill, do a little bit of riding as well around there, or no?
Yes, yeah. So we got there Tuesday. Wednesday we went for like a very little spin, just on some like other local unmarked trail sort of thing. Just make bikes working, get the legs like rolling a bit and stuff like that, and then a good chilled day, get everything packed, like get everything ready for practice and stuff. We weren't disorganized as such, but a problem with being in Bertha is that you can't really shuttle, and you could shuttle in practice at these races or this race.
Right.
Now, like Bertha's a long wheelbase, high top sprinter. She's no agile mountain goat up them roads. So once it's set up as well, you don't want to be like packing up every day and
having to move somewhere else. And
we got no one to drive us, so we were in a bit of a quandary here as to what we do. Because obviously, if we don't shuttle, then you're putting in like a lot of extra mileage in the legs and stuff, riding up the hills in practice, which is what we had to do a lot in the end.
Right.
So that wasn't really ideal.
Where were you? Were you like super local on a campsite or on the road?
We were in town. We were a minute from the race HQ, or 30 seconds in a legit little campsite with power and all that sort of governed. So
nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, we had the Remap gazebo up, so we were covered for all the weather. But like I said, once you're all set up, you're kind of you're pitched up and that's you done, innit?
Yeah.
And obviously, if we'd driven up, then the van's at the top of the mountain still, and we're at the bottom. So
of course, yeah,
no use.
Yeah, that is that. Yeah, unless you got to drive it. Yeah, for sure.
So that was a bit of a bummer. I don't really. That kind of annoyed me a bit.
Okay, so you got Thursday, Friday, 2-day practice.
Yeah, so Thursday was practice on stages 5 to 8, for some bizarre reason.
Right.
And then Friday was practice on stages 1 to 4.
Okay, it's kind of good to keep it fresh in your mind though for Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. And
they were not in your mind for the next day.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. Kept you guessing though, I guess. But I mean, they were all good stages, bud. All killer stages, and only they had an urban stage for the second time ever in EWS history. So, little sort of 1 minute long urban stage just from the top of town near like a bell tower or something. Just a little bit of off road, and then weaving into the town with a cool wooden step down to end on. So, yeah, that was fun actually. Mix it up. I mean, it's only short, but it doesn't really decide any time on that. But it's something fun and different for the crowds and that as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, for sure. So you obviously get to practice that one as well.
Yeah. So the format this year, and this is throughout all the races, is one practice run per stage. That's it.
Yep.
No shuttling up and down loads of times. No like, I don't know. No doing multiple runs. Nothing like that. You can section it and push back up, which kind of makes it a bit of a nightmare now because obviously you've got. Traffic, when you get to a busy, like a tricky section, you've got like a traffic jam of people pushing back up it, walking it, you know. So you're kind of like, well. Do
you think that it might put everyone on a bit more of an even keel, though?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way of making it as even as you possibly can.
Yeah. If you want to like session it, you've got to put the effort in. Up and down, walking and stuff. That'll
exactly.
Probably
not like the big team dudes or anyone like that with their vans and stuff, you know, who would normally just shuttle the hell out of it. And like we can't do that. So
stupid question, but what's the rules for using an e-bike in practice?
No.
100% no.
Not as far as I'm aware, you can't.
Okay.
I ain't never seen anyone do it or try that rule out, but I'm sure I've read a rule somewhere where you can't
Okay, I'm sure like if that was possible, then someone might have given it a go. I know that a lot of the media use.
I don't know why you would do that though, because then you'd have to go down on the e-bike, wouldn't you?
Yes. Oh yeah.
I think the rule is. I think there's a rule like no electric bikes on a race stage or something like that.
Okay.
I think the media can, like you said.
Yeah.
But no, well, basically, because we obviously have a number plate on, you have to practice with your number on. Anyone with a number can't use an electric assisted bike or something like that. So. I think it might defeat the point going up on one.
Yeah. All right, just curious, mate. More than
I ain't 100% on that, but yeah.
Okay, so practice goes good.
Practice goes good, man. Yeah, I enjoyed all 8 stages. Were good fun. Mm-hmm. There's some really like standout bits. Like stage 3 was like, I think it was nearly 4K long, 10 minutes or so. Okay. It was rough. It was a proper bone shaker.
Stage 3, the longest one, 4.1 kilometers.
It was it? Yeah, it felt like it.
Yeah.
That was a mixture of like endo turns, flat out rough stuff, some steep stuff, rocky stuff.
Right.
Good. Stage 1 and 2 were like a bit more flowing and just fiddly through the trees and stuff. Stage 4 was the urban stage.
Yep.
Stage 8. No,
4. End of day 1. Yeah. End of day 1. Yeah.
It's the urban stage.
Okay.
But yeah, I was enjoying it. And then like the second day of practice, and we had good weather all through practice as well, actually, I should say. Mm-hmm. But the second day of practice was good. Stages, whatever I said it was. But they were
yeah.
stages 7 and 8 and stuff were a
7
lot
and 8,
gnarlier.
Yeah. What's the town like? Out of interest, you know, if you're going to go there for a riding holiday, anything there?
I would go there. Yeah, like there's not much there. There's only like little French cafes, a few little like, you know, patisserie and butchers and all that sort of thing. It's not like a lot there, but then not far down the road in some other towns, there's more stuff.
Got you. Okay.
Definitely, I think worth going. Really good riding.
Okay. Just hang out there in the evenings. You stayed in Bertha, like didn't hit the
chilled.
beers or anything.
No, we didn't. No. I mean, like by the time you finish practice and then go over your bike, jump in the shower, get your stuff sorted, it's like 7, half past or whatever. Get your tea on the go, and then you just like hit 8:30 and you just stick a film on the laptop or whatever and just chill. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's not like a lot going on.
No.
In that sense.
Okay. No partying.
But no. Second day of practice went good too. Again, didn't really get our shuttle situation sorted too well, but they were good stages. They were harder stages.
Did you ride the whole thing then? The whole practice? Did you get any shuttle help or anything?
Sort of, yeah. We managed to get a shuttle like along the bottom of the valley. Mm-hmm. So like people can't see, but from point A to point B, we got a shuttle. But then if you imagine like point C was the top of the hill, we still had to ride from B to C.
Okay.
The uphill stuff we still had to ride, yeah. And that was, like I said, over practice, we probably did about 10 miles, good few extra hours of hill climbing that I would normally not need to do. Yeah, and that's shite.
Yeah, it is a bit shit, isn't it?
Yeah, it's done. You know, when you're trying to race at that level, it's not cool. And it did catch up with me, I think, to be fair, come race day.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about race day then, shall we?
No.
Should we just sack it off here?
just glaze over it.
Let's just sack it off.
Outdoors starts this weekend.
Hell yeah, it does. Hangtown.
Yes.
Dean Wilson is injured.
Of course.
Again.
Because that's what Dino does.
Sorry, Dean, if you're listening to this podcast, but
I know we love you, really, you crazy Scottish Canadian hybrid. But
some gomper took him out at Glen Helen.
Yeah, I know.
I was making a joke actually because a friend of mine runs a company called Ride California.
Yeah.
And that same friend is Dean's mechanic.
Okay.
So I was like, I texted him, made some sort of like joke about if one of the guys who were out on like the riding trip, Ride California, so it's people who go on holiday and they go to all the riding locations, has taken Dean out, that'd be kind of funny, but not, you know?
Yeah, not cool. But on the plus side, Roxon's back.
Yeah, and Barsha's going to smash it this year. You mark my words.
I was chatting to one of the guys and we were like, right, who's going to be podiuming? And we were like, Tomac is legit straight up the fastest.
Yeah.
Like, at the moment.
Hands down. Like, fastest
Tomac, when he's on it, is a machine, isn't he?
Yeah.
But we were like, Muscan, Barsha's dark horse. I think Barsha's going to be a beast.
Yeah.
Roxon, if he gets fit enough. And Blake Baggett.
Yeah, Baggett will be good.
Cabra.
Yeah, but Ando is going to be there too, man.
Ando's crap outdoors.
Ando will throw down outdoors.
Outdoors?
Yeah, he's coming in with heat, man. He's got Vegas, like championships, everything's right there. He's coming in with heat.
I don't think, not in outdoors.
I bet he's on the podium.
Compared to those other guys.
He'll be on the podium.
You reckon?
Yeah.
He's an anchor.
Yeah. No, but Barsha's going to be your boy.
I'm expecting big things from Barsha. I like him. He's got good style, and I think he's a good rider.
Me too. Totally agree. Funny story about Barsha. I'll tell you after we've stopped recording.
Okay. Talk about me now.
Yeah, let's. Do we have to?
God damn it!
Come on then, let's hear about your shitty weekend.
Oh, yeah, it was. It really was.
All right. So race day rolls around, feeling pretty good. Legs are a bit tired though, by the sounds of it, because of all of the riding.
Yeah, they were. They were. Like, to be fair, Saturday I didn't feel too bad. Like during race day, like for the whole of race day, they're long liaisons, and I didn't feel too bad actually.
Okay.
Like they weren't maybe optimal when it came to sprinting on the stages, but I still sort of trucked my way up the liaisons for plenty of time and all that sort of stuff. I think it was more when it was like the sprints on the racing and stuff. But
Any
Yeah,
sorry, we just need to rewind a little bit. Any major like bike changes that need to be spoken about since Chile to France?
Yeah, I changed out my brakes.
Oh,
Yeah, completely different. Like
brake
not
pads
even like.
just don't work.
Yeah, I was like, man, those things are goose. They're gone. No, yeah. So I'm on a completely different brake. Not even like a Shimano upgrade now. We're on Maguras.
Oh yeah, okay. How come?
Yeah. Well, Shimano's obviously, as we said in the last podcast, like those XTs were just cooked. Like they couldn't handle the forces and the braking that they were being put under, which is fair enough because they were put under a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And like I don't know if Shimano, I don't want to say are losing reliability, but like I don't know. I just felt like it was time for a change, and I don't like. Well, I shouldn't say I don't like SRAM. SRAM are awesome. In case you want to sponsor anyone.
Yeah, you don't like it, but if they're free, bloody loves them.
I'm not too fond of the feel of them. They're a bit spongy for my liking.
Got you. Okay.
And I'd heard great things about like all these Maguras, and I'd had a little go on them in the past. So I just bit the bullet and bought some.
Right.
Like the 4-pot ones, the MT7s, I think they're called.
The new one, yeah. So we need to get some pads out for the MT7.
Yes, I was going to say, I didn't know if you guys...
yeah, we got those. Yeah.
Of course, my bikes are awesome. They make everything for everything.
Yeah, we try. Okay, that's cool. MT7s, that's good move, I think.
Yeah, so obviously up to more power on the 4-pots. They're like a good lever feel, actually, between like a Shimano and a SRAM. So they got like the bite of a Shimano and kind of the slightly more modulation of a SRAM.
Okay.
Because I always think, I don't know, people might not agree with me, but I always think SRAM are a bit spongier, and everyone thinks like Shimano, like say Saints or whatever, are like on or off.
Right.
These just seem actually like quite a happy
a bit more
medium. They got a bit of a funky like lever shape, but once you get used
a bit more of like a dog leg almost, right? Like a
big V in them.
Yeah, big V in them. Yeah, a bit more hockey stick.
Yeah, so that was a bit funky, but yeah, I was pleased with them. They definitely got the power.
Good.
That's for sure. Okay. They look cool, and yeah, I liked them. They're good brakes. I'd had a few weeks on them. Like I made the change not long after Chile, so that I managed to make sure I got some good time on them to get used to them and stuff, get set up and all that sort of gubbins. So that was the only major bike change though, really.
Okay, very good. Sounds good, dude.
Everything else stayed the same.
Everything else stayed the same. Obviously, some major differences between Chile and France. I mean, Chile was super
Wide
dusty and
open.
And this seems to be a bit more technical, and like you said, it's quite varied, right? It's like a lot of
you could imagine. I suppose it's as rocky.
Right.
But it's not like loose rock. It's not like just wide open, flat out riding over gravel and boulders. This is like hard bedrock slippiness.
Slippiness, right? Yeah. Okay.
And much more like speeds were a lot slower, and it was a lot more technical.
More roots.
Yeah, and actual trees.
Yeah, real trees.
Real trees on. Yeah, there were trees everywhere. So it was. You know, you've got the stages could be like half the length, but the times were sometimes not too dissimilar because the average speed was a lot slower.
Got you. Okay.
Of the stage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So stage 1 coming in, confident.
Stage 1, cruised on up. I had a good start time. So like on race morning, because Tobe was like one of the first riders off, like I was in Chile, and obviously now I'm running the 65 plate. There was about 3 hours difference between our start times.
Right.
So Tobe's up at like an alarm at 6:30, and obviously in a camper, there's not really any way of being quiet, getting in and out of your bike. So I was pretty tired because I was up at 6:30 and I couldn't go back to sleep.
Right.
Which is not too helpful either.
No. Fucking Toby, man.
Bastard.
He's not coming again, is he?
He's not entered for anymore. It's all right. No, it was wicked having him there. It was good. That's but it's amazing how all the little things add up though.
Yeah.
Like, and they just make you that bit tired. So, but it was nice to have a really chilled morning. We set off and got on up to the top, and stage 1 I rode a bit tight and was just a bit squiddy on the way down, and some just silly mistakes and stuff, but it was an all right stage. not too shabby. Again, stage 2.
Stage 2, from what I saw in the highlight video, looked awesome. I was like, looked super flowy, like
Yeah,
rooty,
it's just like a lot
loamy, some jumps in it as well. Like it looked fun.
Stage 2, I think, was like one of the all-round riders' favourites, and it was exactly like that. It had like a good gradient, a good distance, like flowy and jumpy, but like still a bit rocky and fast in places. And yeah, again, I was good. I rode it pretty well. I did make a couple of mistakes. Just I don't know if I got a bit like overexcited, and I was just coming in way too fast and just blowing out some turns, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I think after the first 2, I was doing all right, but like nothing. Not as good as I'd like to be, or amazingly well, but still hanging on in there. And then stage 3 is kind of just where it started going wrong, and yeah.
Okay, stage 3 was the longest one of the weekend. Obviously, like you said, 4.1 kilometers.
Yeah.
Okay, why did it start going wrong? Come on.
Well, for a start, it started to rain.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Because, like, so again, the guys at the front, they had it dry, and then by the time it got to us, 3 hours later, the rain started coming in. It was forecast to rain, but to be fair, and we were all at the top, like looking around, like we can make it. We could see it coming through the valley, like grey, just mist coming through, and yeah, it got us. It wasn't soaking wet.
Were you prepared for it as well with your clothing, or?
No, man, it was still warm and stuff.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't too bad. You didn't need to be like getting the full dirt onesie on, sort of thing, but. Yeah, so it started getting a pretty damp down 3, but it was cool. Like I just dropped my chain, dropped twice on it though, which was annoying.
Any reasons?
And actually,
Any reasons?
It's just so rough.
Just rough. Yeah.
I hadn't dropped a chain all year, but it was just so blooming rough.
Right.
I didn't drop a chain all last year in a race.
Okay.
Yeah, the old 77 Designs chain device has so far been faultless, but this was. Fast and
super
really rough.
Well. Yeah.
But not like lots of little stuttery bumps, like big bouldery bumps. Yeah, and it just dropped twice. So I dropped some time there, but I still actually put a really good stage time in.
Okay. Do you have to stop as well, put chain back on, or?
Yeah, exactly. Because I tried to do like some like back pedal.
Yeah.
Or like crank it forwards and try and get it on, but it wasn't going on. It had like gone behind the chainring.
Bollocks.
I just had to, like wrench it out, sort of thing. So
did you get caught or not by whoever was in 66?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like the chain came off. The dude overtook me. I caught him back up, which was cool. It came off again, and obviously he went. And then I caught him back up, which was cool. And then I followed him for like probably 2-3 minutes actually. But he was holding down a pretty good pace, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
If I shout at him, I'm not really going to pull away.
Just send it in behind him, yeah.
Yeah, and it was quite cool to get a good tow. So yeah, that was that. And then the rain started coming proper as we rode back to stage 4, the urban final stage of the day. And yeah, us later guys, like we were not putting in competitive times.
Really?
There was no way. It's like cobbled streets and like slick tarmac and stuff like that, and there was no way you could hit that like proper fast.
Yeah.
So dropped a few seconds there, but nothing like. It's such a short stage, you can't lose too much. So
yeah, what was it? A minute? Did you say a couple of minutes, something like that?
I did it in a minute 8.
Minute 8.
Yeah.
It's a perfect segue actually as well. We got a listener question, which we may as well throw it in here.
Okay.
Who came in from on Instagram at Rhino Callahan.
Okay.
And he wanted me to ask you, what do you think about urban stages and riding on wet concrete?
Lethal. Right. Yeah, because this was a slight mix, this stage.
Do you think it's good for the sport though? Like having.
I do. Yeah, I do.
It's kind of cool.
I think I think if you can put a good urban stage in a race, like when they're so short, they make very little difference in the overall times and stuff.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, they're really good for spectators and the town, and like just boosting up a really good atmosphere. Actually, if they put one in every race or something, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Me too. I think it's pretty sick.
It's like it takes nothing to just cruise on up and smash down a minute. It's the riders enjoy it because it's something different. Yeah, I think they're a good idea.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. But
in the
slippy
wet,
concrete,
they are
it's pretty shit. Yeah. All right. So even the top guys, were they like off the pace too?
A lot of them were, yeah.
Were
I
they?
mean, some
I didn't
guys, I
look.
think like some guys were still smashing fastest times, like,
Right.
but they're the best in the world, aren't they?
Yeah.
But a lot of people were like wobbling their way down.
Okay.
And you can't go as fast in the wet as you can in the dry, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, but no, it was good. I think I've forgotten his name. Sorry, at Rhino Callahan.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think more urban stages would be cool.
Yeah.
Like if you look at like back to Colombia or this one, like the crowds and stuff, and the amount of people that come out to see it, and like the actual like local town community like put the effort in to make it really cool as well. So they built this big wooden like step down thing into the finish area, and yeah, it gets everyone really hyped up, and I think it's a really good thing for the atmosphere.
Yeah, that is cool. More urban stuff.
I think so.
So at the end of day one, feeling pretty good. Nothing major, right? Like you just steady away.
Yeah, steady. That's a good way of putting it. I mean, it was a deep field. There was a lot of good people. I think it was a field of 330.
Right.
I was not doing the 65 plate proud. I think I was in about 125th, 130th or something. But I wasn't too disheartened by that with like the mistakes I'd made and like getting hit by the rain and stuff like that. It wasn't terrible.
Okay.
The
upper third of the field, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, we always go for that top 100, don't we? That's our goal.
That's our goal, mate. That is our goal.
It motivated me to crack on for that the following day, and I thought, and I did realize I had some good speed, and I knew that I just needed to sort of hold my shit together and put in some good runs. But the rate, when we finished stage 4 and were done for the day, the rain was coming down. We were in for a mudder the next day.
Right. Really?
Yeah. So it was all hands on deck, cleaning the bike, getting things checked.
Do you take stuff out with you for cleaning as well? You got a power washer or anything?
Yeah,
like
I
that?
do. Like the Bertha's got a auxiliary water tank in the back, so you can hook up a pressure washer. Luckily, the site we were on, I have a hose in there, but the site we were on had some good taps, so I just rigged up the hose, and we had full like facilities to clean everything. So yeah. Like I said, it was nice to be like home from home, have everything you need to.
So you've got two options. You either spend a year in the van, or do you spend a year in a hotel with a random guy? Which one do you go for?
Year in the van.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like sleeping in vans too, man, to be honest. Yeah.
As long as it's Bertha, we're not just talking like...
No, not any old van. Yeah, not an old Luton or anything, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. No, back of Bertha, mate. Bertha's wicked. Yeah. I love Bertha. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I take Bertha.
2 double beds in there as well?
No, 1 double bed.
Oh, really? So you and Toby were intimate?
No. Toby slept downstairs in the garage.
Ah. Okay.
On like the foam seats that make up the seating in the van.
Got you.
Because by the time you take out like the gazebo and set everything up and the chairs and stuff, there's space in the garage, and it was because by the time we got our big kit bag, so I was getting intimate with my big kit bag up there instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Chilled evening then, just hanging out, eat some food.
Yeah, exactly. Just sort of. Yeah. We went out, like, neither of us like to cook, so we went out for food both race nights. It was just easier.
Okay. Decent food?
Yeah, it was.
Really?
Dirty great steak.
Oh,
lovely.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Good effort. And it's...
goat's cheese salad on the side.
Really?
Yeah.
So, decent choice. Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Thank you. Chips
as well, we talking? Fries?
We are talking chips, yeah.
Any good?
They were like home-cooked ones. They weren't like skinny fries or nothing. They still had like the potato skin on them.
Oh, making my mouth water, mate.
I know.
Not eating dinner yet either because we've been doing this.
No. I don't know if Amy's out there, but she's the other side of the door. I hope she can hear me because that would go down a treat right now.
Bloody would. She can cook for us when we do our live.
You want to come on the podcast and cook for you?
Yeah.
You're dicing with death.
All right, man. So we wake up in the morning.
Hammering
down. Beautiful. Can't wait. Yeah. Enduro World Series is back with a vengeance.
But I should say I'm racing with a backpack on this time as well.
How come?
Because they're long liaisons and just the water intake.
Yeah.
And I was feeling it a bit Sunday. So to carry enough water and juices, Yeah, I took a backpack. I opted for the backpack option, which actually in hindsight I wish I didn't, because it was annoying and hurt my shoulders.
Yeah, they're a weird thing, aren't they? But
I don't like them. I don't know why. I don't know. I shouldn't have ventured from the norm. I shouldn't have done that. It's stupid.
So it was 4 stages each day, obviously.
Yeah.
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 But
I think with the extra riding and practice and stuff, it was just like keeping hydrated and energized was like obviously quite key. So that I went backpack, but
I saw as well. It's actually in total, it's like 81-kilometer weekend, which is a decent old ride, isn't it? You know? Yeah. Especially if you've done all the practicing as well. It's you must have put, I don't know, 180 kilometers in over the 4 days, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Plus the climbing.
Yeah. Jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah. So that's I went backpack. Like I didn't have any extra spares really in it than what I would normally take in my pockets or strap to the bike.
Right. Just water.
Just loads of water. Yeah.
Fair enough.
So,
well, anyway, how was day 2? Talk to me about day 2, man. Stage 5.
Well.
Well.
Stage 5 is where it all went downhill.
Not in a good way.
No, not in a good way. No, it was a bummer. Like it was a good stage, and I was looking forward to it because I was like keen to build on like progress from like the speed I had, but then like just get better for day 2. But I started it strong. It was like a really rocky stepped like start of 5.
Right.
And 5 and 7 were the same start I should add.
Oh yeah, and 7 was gnarly. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But I hit the first bit good, and then it like dropped into like this steep, greasy chute, and I was just going through this chute, like weaving down this chute, and then the front just crossed and just spat me over the bars. And I just like obviously as you know like you go over the bars, you automatically put your hands out.
Yeah.
And I did, and I just cracked the outer 2 knuckles of my left hand like on a rock, and I was like, ouch, that hurt. Got overtaken, but like got up and straightened the bars out and did the rest of the stage, but definitely not very well.
Okay.
And I got to the bottom, and I was like, like wiggling your fingers, making sure everything's all good. And it was okay. There's like they were like a bit cut up and a bit like sore.
Right.
Like it was a bit tough to grip, to be honest, but it wasn't at the end of the world. I've done worse.
Yeah.
But anyway, I popped on obviously up to 6, and I was like feeling it a little bit, and I was a bit tired, and I was just chatting to the boys at 6 because I hit my head a little bit on it as well when I went over the bars, but nothing that bad, like just a bit of a bump.
Yeah.
And like one of the guys said to me actually, he's like, "Oh, you're right, mate," and I was like, "Oh, I had a bit of a off," and he's like, he was asking me sort of the questions you ask when you hit your head, like what
really?
day is it? Yeah, and I was like, well, man, I'm tired. I don't think I hit my head that hard. And I was all good, and I cracked on with 6, but like...
Good on you, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I might have had a little concussion, but we cracked on with 6.
Yeah.
Funny.
And I cracked on, and it was a bit sore to hold on and stuff. And then I punctured not even a minute into 6.
Oh right.
Yeah, it was.
You run tubeless, right?
Yeah, I run. So I've got the Ridge Components carbon wheels, and they could sound but and I've got like the Huck Norris inserts in them as well.
Yep.
But what had happened again? I'd hit a rock really hard in the top of the tire. And just punctured a hole in the tire, and it just instantly went down. Like took no time at all. Yeah, and that was like not far into 6. And the problem is, by the time I tried to ride on a flat, and it was on the front, so it was a pig, and there was a big like 1 minute sprint of a climb, and I ended up walking up it, and I was getting overtaken loads. And by the time I got to the top and was fixed it and everything, I dropped about 15 minutes. Okay. My hand was pissing me off, and I was like...
You do just throw a tube in?
I just chucked a tube in, yeah. Chucked a tube in, got it up, cruised down the rest of 6. Like I said, I was like 10, 15. I think I was like not far, 15 minutes off now. I dropped or something. And my stages 7 and 8 were the gnarliest.
Yeah, I saw like 7.
Yeah, if anyone's seen any vital raw stuff, and my hand was hurting, and I just was like, I don't think it's not worth carrying on because there's no chance I'm making top 100, not in the million years.
Yeah,
my hand is hurting. I'm tired. Like it would be a wise man would call it quits, and I did. So I thought it's not, there's a lot more races left this season. But like, yeah, it was annoying because I've never not finished a race due to injury.
Okay.
But it was just I think it was like the right decision to make.
So you called it?
I called it, man, after 6. Yeah.
Really?
After and then my hand's hurting. Hands hurting, just not feeling it too good. It's just not. I just didn't think it was like worth going on.
Okay.
Yeah. So that annoyed me though.
Really?
Yeah, because I sort of felt like a bit of a quitter.
Yeah.
But I knew at the same time it was the right decision to make because. Like 7 and 8. If anyone's seen the footage, 7 and 8 were the wildest.
Yeah.
If you can't hold on properly.
Yeah. At the end of the day, man, as well, you've still got to think you got to go back to work, or it'll be like the Monday or the Tuesday, and all that stuff.
I don't really let that bother me in the slightest. That doesn't. No way.
Right.
Like the work side of thing is not. It's not that it's not important, but if you let the work side of it phase you, and a lot of people will probably say, "Oh, that's easier said than done, isn't it?" And yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But like, if you let work govern your riding, especially when you're trying to race at that level, you wouldn't race. You'd do rubbish. You'd be like playing it safe the whole time. You can't do that if you want to do well. So
it's definitely a fine balance, and I think it depends where you are in life as well. Like you're lucky, you've got your own business and you've got a few people that work for you, so life will go. Business will go on. There's going to be some people out there that rely on the hands to make money the next day, right? Like
if I was a masseuse, I'd be scuppered.
Oh yes, you would. You'd be doing that foot massage stuff, which is a bit weird. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
So yeah. I think it was just the competitive side of me that was like, oh man, should you have carried on? Shouldn't you? And I know I made the right decision in the end. Like it's an annoying decision, but like,
yeah, it had to be done. Yeah, like
when
you say,
see
there's no point risking like major injury. Yeah, there's that like balance of you're not too worried about work, but you don't really want to be super injured though at the same time, right? Like,
yeah, I ain't getting top 100 and getting points with the puncture and stuff and that and the crash anyway. So
yeah,
there's nothing to gain from from just persevering and potentially doing more damage.
Taking the Jason Anderson approach, just sort of like just play it safe.
Championships are won on your bad days.
Exactly.
Yeah, sort of. Exactly. So yeah, frustrating, but in the long haul, the right one to do.
All right.
Yeah.
So in the end, where you ended up in the end, or
last? DNF.
Doesn't really matter.
DNF.
Okay, is that what it goes down as? Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't do the last 2 stages.
Okay. Well, we got that one out of the way, which is all right. So we just
Well, the only other DNF I've ever had at EWS is obviously New Zealand last year.
At least you weren't that far away.
Yeah, yeah. I had all bits of my bike were still attached. So, yeah, exactly. But they were wicked. It was good riding. It was good crack and some good, good with friends down there. So
yeah,
I always try and take the positives. And I knew there was some good pace I had there. So I'll build on that for the next one. And I know what I need to do and what have you. So, all
next
good.
one coming up is Slovenia, right?
Austria, Slovenia. Yeah, it's the first time. I think it's the first time that an EWS has crossed 2 countries in one race.
Is it? Oh, dropping knowledge bombs on us, dude.
Yeah. So we during that race we go between the border. I think one day is in Austria and the next day is in Slovenia.
That's
Slovenia.
Cool. Yeah, Slovenia. Yeah.
So that should be fun.
That should be really cool.
And we're gonna have some added bonuses. My old man and his missus will be there.
Really?
Yeah, they're on some like Uber European tour in their caravan, so they're going to swing on by.
Awesome. Are you driving out there too, or?
No, it's I'm going to fly to this one. It's a long way.
Okay, all right.
So fly out. I checked, and it's like 16, 17 hours, I think, in Bertha, and I was like, 2 days of traveling.
Yeah. 2 days back, all that stuff.
Yeah, 4 days of driving.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
No. So it sounds like, a decent round, really. Some positives, you're better seeding, all that sort of stuff.
Yes, exactly.
We needed to mention too, one thing that you've kindly just reminded me. We said on the last podcast we were after a food supplier.
Yeah.
So we're going to shoehorn this in. So the guys at Wild Trail stepped up, sent you some stuff out, which is cool. So it's, the power of the podcast sometimes, right? Like.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what? I meant to say earlier when I was talking about like taking my backpack and
I'll be honest, mate. I'd kind of forgot. It's been a while. Like there's a bit of time in between these rounds. Like it's been almost a month maybe, a month and a half, and then you've got a decent break as well to the next one.
Yeah, we got another 5 weeks again.
Yeah, he gets some running in.
Oh, you're all right, crikey. But those boys at Wild Trail sent me out some bars, and do you know what? They were really nice bars, actually. They were good. I'd never heard of them or tried them before, but
it's weird because I smashed a load this weekend.
They're good, aren't they?
Yeah. A friend of mine, James, who rides for Kotick, the Kotick team is sponsored by them as well. So we built a shed on Saturday, and it was powered by Wild Trail because we didn't stop for any food. We just kept smashing bars. So
but did you read about? I'd not heard of them before. Until they kindly hooked us up. But I was reading about them, and they only ever use like 5 different ingredients in their bars, and they're all like natural, but they're still super yummy. It's not like trying to chew down a piece of cardboard or nothing. So
no, they're decent. They are nice.
Yeah, really pleased with those guys. Thank you. Yeah, it's much appreciated. They were a welcome change from just drinking down juices and like gels and crap like that. So
that's cool.
Yeah, highly recommend.
Stoked that happened. It's really cool.
Yeah, big shout out to those guys. Wild Trail.
What should we do? A couple of listener questions?
Yeah, I'm keen for that.
Yeah, we got a couple coming. Let's have a quick look. First of all, we have our boy Kerno Freeze.
Yep.
Super fan of the EWSORBUST podcast, which is cool. So thank you for reaching out, brother. He wanted to know, how do Fox set up compared to RockShox?
Okay, so this is a weird one because my bike actually runs Fox and RockShox.
Oh, what you got up front?
Up front is a set of 36s.
Yep.
Foxes.
Yep.
And on the back, because it's a Trek and a Slash, it runs Trek's own reactive shock, which is done by RockShox. So it's not a super deluxe; it's their own tuned out version, if you like.
Okay.
Which is specific to Trek. Right.
How are you finding it?
Good. The reactive shock is good. I really like it. The Slash is a beast. It's a really nice working shock. The Foxes, on the other hand, they're the bottom. I didn't realise it, but they're the bottom end one with just the grip damper in.
Okay. And
it's a really good fork, and obviously nice and stiff and holds its own and stuff. But I would say the grip damper is out its element when it comes to EWSs.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good fork.
And do you know if it's easier if you can just switch the internals out for the?
Yeah, you can. But if you got the dollar, yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if Fox are listening.
Yeah, let's do a call out. You never know. Come on, Fox. Let's.
Or who deals them in the UK? Is it Silverfish?
Yeah, it is now. Yeah.
Can we mention other distributors? Sorry, is that like blasphemy?
We can edit that out. No, of course. It's cool. Yeah, it is. It's Silverfish.
But they're a sound fork. But I've just found like that grip damper. He's out of his depth in the big stuff. It's not like the small bump sensitivity and like the plushness just isn't there on if you've got like the Fit 4 damper or something. So I'm looking at what to do, because I would like to swap them out, because I liked my RockShox lyrics from last year with the Charger damper as a really good fork. I like the Fox this year, but I think just with that damper in it is holding the fork back a bit, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's my view.
Yeah, that's interesting, man. That's interesting.
Sound fork for everyday use, but if you're going to start pushing it really hard and racing the big stuff on it, I think the grip damper is just a bit out of its depth.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what comes of that. Hopefully someone reaches out. I know we've got some people listening that do suspension tuning and stuff. I know one guy in particular.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, if anyone's got any like cool suggestions on how they can be tuned up to make that, it's the small bump I'm finding as much as anything. Okay. The breakaway force and the small bump sensitivity is what I'm struggling to get good at, like make good, because there's no adjustment for that. So if anyone's got any tune-up suggestions or anything, that'd be cool to hear.
Awesome. Yeah, let's see what happens, man. You never know. The power of the podcast. And the other listener question we got in was from our boy Scott over at Pedal Addiction, and he wanted to know what's new and better this year. Is it kit or setup or even your mentality?
New or better? All of it's new, I suppose. Obviously, we got like a new fresh remap kit, repping, which is looking good. New bike.
Yeah.
Mentality. That's a good one, because at the end of last year, I was pretty exhausted.
Okay.
And then we got some good things happened over the off season, and I got in, and I suppose my mentality shifted and became slightly more positive, and was like keen for another season. Like, we've got in some new venues and new places I've not been. So I suppose on the whole, it's all changed for the better. Everything's changed, like different wheel sponsors from, we're running the Ridge now on the Trek.
Yep.
Magura brakes. I'm not sponsored by them, but what I mean is like it's just a whole nother different thing. So yeah, I suppose I'm in a good mental place with it and stuff, and racing and enjoying it. So yeah, I suppose it's all changed for the better. Does that sort of answer the question?
Yeah, it does. It does. Do you feel a little frustrated by the result from this one or not? Or are you trying not to think about it like that? Do you feel like you deserve more because you are obviously putting in the work?
Yeah. I mean, it does frustrate me. It frustrates me more not to even finish. But I know I've done the right decision.
Yeah.
But from like I said, from a competitive point of view, to not even finish is a bummer. Had I finished and been like, say, 101st or something, probably would have actually annoyed me even more. That's a hard one to call. No, because do you know what? I was absolutely stoked with how I did in Chile. From making all those passes and finishing well in the top 100 was cool.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to doing the next race with my old man and that out there. So yeah, it's a bummer, but I won't dwell on it too much.
No, we'll crack on.
Yeah.
That's cool. Have you got anything planned in between? Have you got any races happening, or are you?
Yeah, actually, going to be up at Tweedlove for the national champ. I think
that'd have been cool. Like, I'm not going to that because I'm doing a sax event in Keswick. That sucks. That'd have been cool.
Yeah, I did. I was going to tell you. Yeah, I was going to mention it. So I'm going to be racing, and also Remap are going to be displaying.
Ooh, beautiful.
Yeah,
that's cool. So perfect opportunity. Obviously, we've got a lot of UK listeners, and hopefully a lot of them are going to be heading up to Tweedlove. So if you are, make a note to go say hello to Rich.
Yes, come say hello. Keep an eye out for the Remap stand. We'll be there in the main event village, displaying all the new gear and stuff as well. And even if you just come over, say hello.
And if you mention the podcast, it's 50% off?
Yeah, Hook It products.
No, but for sure, if you're heading up, guys, go speak to Rich. That'd be really cool. Get a photo and all that stuff.
It's sure to be a big event, I reckon. There's a lot going on up there. And,
yeah, we really want to go and do that, like the Hook It stuff, but it just hasn't played out this year. We're going to focus on... Well, I'm going to do the event for Sax anyway, so I'll be at Keswick. I think it's called the Mountain Festival, so it's like mountain biking, running. I'm surprised they've not asked you to go there and do the run, actually, mate.
They did, actually. I had to turn them down.
Yeah.
They weren't paying enough.
But yeah, I'll be doing that. So it's a shame.
Sound.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Oh, well, not to worry. Yeah, so we'll be in between. We'll be up at Tweedlove
Awesome.
for some sunny Scottish racing, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
All right. Just to wrap up as well, I guess, results, in case anyone doesn't know. I like to try and make a bit of a habit of doing this. And this episode, I'm going to try and get them right.
2.
I'm going to try and get them right, dude. And I've doubled down my chances of getting them right by only doing the top 3, not the top 5.
You know what? Yeah.
Go on.
I didn't really care about the results, so I don't actually know.
Oh, right. Well, in first, from this event, in the women's, was Cecile Ravenel.
Yeah.
Second,
you're correct.
Obviously. Second was Isabelle Coudurier. And
If you can say it, I'll believe you.
Third was Ines Thomas.
Yes, Ines. Yeah. So that was cool that she was back on the podium after a long time.
For sure. In the men's, Richie Rude took the win. Adrian Daly was second.
He did indeed.
And Martin Mays was third.
Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head there.
And I've even got our mate and friend of the show, Lewis Buchanan, with his best ever EWS result, finishing in 10th.
Dude, I don't think that's his best ever result.
No, overall.
You sure?
No, it's not at all. No, he got 7th, didn't he, a few weeks
Matt, I thought you got a podium.
I'm not sure if he's been on the podium.
Yeah.
Shall you have a look? Shall I ring him?
Oh my God. You just literally said I've done my research, I've doubled down.
I never said I've done my research.
Oh, okay. All right.
I never said that at all. All right. Let's have a look. Let's do this because we're doing it properly. Yeah, his best EWS finish up to now was 12th.
No, 7th.
Where?
It was 2016.
Yeah, 2016. You're right.
Round 2.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah, you are right. Cathedral. Yeah.
Cheers, Roots and Rain, for that.
Thanks, Roots and Rain, on the hookup. All right. Lewis, you might want to check your Instagram because I'm 90% sure that you said it was your best result.
Oh, yeah.
He must have forgot. So that leaves the women's championship with Ravenel is in the lead, Coudurier second, the UK's own Katie Winton is in third. And
she took a heavy hit at the weekend as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She took a massive, over the bars type thing and just smashed her head on a rock. So I hope she's all right.
Oh, man. And then in the men's, Sam Hill is still leading the championship, which is pretty cool. Robin Wallner second, Oton third, and Tordo in fourth.
Yeah.
And Lewis is in 10th in the overall standings as well.
Is he?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. There we go.
Cool.
Anything else to say?
I think that sums it up, doesn't it?
Yeah. Any thank yous? Anything you want to mention or anything like that?
I guess, thanks to all the usuals. So like Remap and Ridge Components, Cycle Centre Jersey, Trek Bikes, 35 Bikes, and Hook It Products, of course.
Yeah,
Has Designs. I got some fresh graphics. Keep your eyes peeled for some fresh graphics on the bike from Has Designs on the next race.
Oh, really?
Fresh. Yeah, I got some cool ones lined up.
Impress the parents.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so all those guys, the missus, everyone. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for a good round. Onwards and upwards to the next one. I'm sure we're going to smash it.
Of
and
course
not my
we
knuckles.
Are. Of course we are. Rad.
Yeah.
Same from me. Thanks everyone for listening again. It's insane how much of a following this thing's getting. So thanks for listening. Don't forget to reach out if you have listened. Let me know. Let Payne know. Take the piss out of me for getting things wrong all the time.
Definitely.
And onwards and upwards. See you after the next round. Peace.
Oh, cheers, guys. Thanks, everyone.
See ya. Alrighty, guys. Once again, thank you ever so much for listening. Don't forget to drop us a follow at the Hook It Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. If you have enjoyed listening to this episode, please head to iTunes, leave a little review so we can share it on our social media platform and hopefully makes us laugh too. Don't forget as well, new t-shirt is going to drop ASAP. Hopefully over the weekend we'll drop our hand-drawn t-shirt, which is going to be to raise money for equipment for a upcoming project. And if you're heading to Fort William, I'm going to be up there on the sack stand, so don't forget, come over and say hello. Those t-shirts will be available actually up there as well, with a little bit of luck. And that's it. Peace out. Have a great rest of your week, weekend, whatever the hell you're doing. Enjoy riding your bike, and don't forget to let us know if you listen to this episode. Alrighty, bye.